What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Rich men can cheat, just like any other man. And of course, being very wealthy, having opportunities. And I think that most women probably won't understand it, but obviously a man with those opportunities, he can succumb to that. I'm not making it any right, not justifying it, but I believe that those situations are more likely to happen when a man is very powerful. Temptation is something. It's still his job to still be a man and say no, but things can happen. I believe that's what happened with Bill Gates, and that is what's happened to Jeff Bezos. His wife, who I believe was with him when he started Amazon, filed for divorce 3 years ago. At that time, I believe Bezos lost, I don't know how much was it? Almost $80 billion, something crazy like that, right? During COVID, after he lost her, the stock market went up so high that guess what? He ended up getting all of that money back and more until he was temporarily the richest man in the world. This is why I always tell guys, losing your wife is not always a bad thing. Not saying that women are always wrong in relationships or men are always wrong in relationships, but losing your wife is not always a bad thing. And how do you know how it's not a bad thing? Because if your wife is as good as she says she is, the next guy that she gets should be, in some essence, better than you. In all aspects. If your wife is who she says she is, we will see that. We got to prove it. You can't say, I'm a great husband or a great wife, and we don't see the mate that you get. You can't be a great husband or a great wife and you have a terrible mate. It doesn't make sense. You attract what you are. So let's put it to the litmus test. Now, when his wife filed for divorce, he was very gracious in the divorce. Okay? What did she do? Thereafter married a science teacher, Mr. Dan Jewett. So let's go to the richest man in the world to the poorest. Fine. No problem with me. Some of you guys bashed me for that. You said that I was being too rude. And that's only because some of y'all are broke and was mad. That's why I said it. I said, how do you go from the richest man to the brokest man in the world? Y'all got mad. I don't care. Be mad if you want to be. That's dusty. I'm going to say it again. It was dusty. So now you upset with me. I don't care. I'm not going to lose no sleep because you mad. But now let's get back to the point. Now, after that, she married Dan Jewett. Fine. Jeff Bezos is the problem. But as Bobby Blue Bland used to always sing, further on up the road. Here's where women kind of sometimes lose here. Because you say it was the guy's fault. Fine. How do you do in your next relationship in which you choose the guy? Guess what? She has filed for divorce from the guy in less than a year. A little over a year. So you've been married to two different guys in 2 years. Okay? Now, why is that? Let's look at it. Number one, you married a man that you did not respect. How can you be dealing with a man who's a billionaire and go deal with a science teacher? Let me say this. I respect teachers who are science teachers. I did a bachelor's of biology, but the mentality of a billionaire and that person is different. You're used to a man doing certain levels of things. And a woman like that can't respect a man who's an underachiever when you'd have been away with a higher achiever. A billionaire and a school teacher can't be in a relationship, especially if the billionaire is a woman. It's not going to work. But the real issue is this. Mackenzie Scott can never, ever achieve a Jeff Bezos guy again. I'll tell you why. They're all gone. They're gone. There lies the issue. Or is the issue is you are a terrible wife? I don't know what it is, because obviously Jeff Bezos ain't got nothing to do with you being divorced. You done took the money and you still can't get along. So there lies the decline. The next guy is always worse than the first one. And then the next guy, they're also gonna ruin that too. That's many people. So now Mackenzie Scott, who's the problem? We gotta look at, as Brother Go Black to Africa says, your selection is your reflection. So who's the issue? Go listen at women that have problems in relationships. Oh, my last boyfriend was this. He was that. He was all of this. Okay, fine. Who is the next guy? You'd be surprised the guy can read and write. You'd be surprised. The next guy ain't gonna do nothing for her. Trust me, usually. They don't wanna talk about it. You can get on there when you first meet him and go to Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp and post your pictures. He can't do nothing for you, boo. Everybody knows that. Then all the things you took for granted in your last relationship, I'm not saying nobody's perfect, but then if you had an overachieving man, you cannot be with an overachieving man and go with a man that can't do nothing. It's not possible. A woman can never go from an overachiever to a science teacher. It's hard because she paying for everything now. I'm gonna tell you this, women get tired of that. A woman don't have no respect for a man. She gotta pay for everything. She can love you. She can be in the bedroom with you, but she not gonna do nothing. She wanted a rebound man. Instead of thinking things through in a rush to get over there, and then you made it worse. Made it worse. And that's why I tell you guys, if your girlfriend leaves you or breaks up with you, whatever, some of y'all be crying, I get it. Watch where she goes next. Really, you shouldn't care. Because look at Scottie Pippen. Larsa Pippen was ruining his life. Okay? Everything that Scottie was, she terrorized Scottie. Every day he probably didn't even want to go home. Now look at Larsa Pippen after her and Scottie. Larsa is terrorizing every man she meet. Malik Beasley. Future. Now Marcus Jordan. Everywhere, Tristan Thompson. Everywhere Larsa is going is destruction, is destruction, is destruction. Scottie Pippen is listen, he don't want that lady no more. He don't want her. Some of these ex-wives, I can tell you one of my grandmother's like that, a hellraiser, a great one too. Kick Satan out of hell, hellraiser, like that. Whatever she touched is going to fire. Petty, argumentative, stubborn. I hope she listens today. That's her. Of course, she don't use the internet, but that's her. It's always been her. And I really honestly believe, I'm gonna say, my granddaddy passed to get away from her. I believe that. He kept telling us to come and get him. And we wouldn't do it. Some of these ladies are ruining guys' lives. I'm not saying all, because you got some nice ones out there, but some of these are hellraisers. And y'all better stop looking at their size of their butts and understand they are raising Cain. You better get them away from you. Start rebuking them in the name of Jesus. Do something. Get them away from you. They are hellraisers, causing Cain everywhere they go. I refuse. I will watch OnlyFans for the rest of my life before I let one of these people terrorize my life. I won't do it. I refuse. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.